Coming to you live from the farm fields of Valparaiso, Indiana, here in the Fortress of Solitude studios. It is 4:08 p.m., so we're after hours. Not much action going on here today except this. I did short the S&P 500 at the very end of the day using the Bear ETF SPXS, bought 2,000 shares at 588. Here is why, and I know it's probably a very silly move. Try shorting a bull market, but I think that we're going to see the same kind of reaction that we did here at the top of this. Now, again, this is my current wave counts, and you see the action that went on from 3 to 4. And I think we got a new high today, so it still could go up just a little bit more with futures, after hours trading, pre-market, things of that nature. But I think then we're going to see a nice little turnaround into an ABC. This is just a corrective ABC, but this is the wave that I'm looking to make a couple dollar bills on shorting the S&P 500. I know we've got some good news coming out of the Middle East as far as peace is concerned, but what does it mean over there with the Ruskies over in Russia, Mother Russia? Probably be bombing some more hypersonic missiles over into Ukraine tonight. Heck, and that puts a damper on how we feel. So, gonna just try to make a few dollar bills here. We'll put a tight stop on in the morning, and then we'll get through this ABC. And the target next will be 6,100 plus for sure. So that is what I'm looking at as my only move today. Was pretty up and down side, but mostly sideways today. We had no, that wasn't the low. I think we had a high of 2,508 and a low of 2,499. And the reason we haven't taken off yet is because our positions are all mostly metals, precious metals, and they have not been yet performing to what I believe they're about to do. So let's start with silver. Take a look here. I've got it mapped out. We won't know until nothing is broken. We could be morphing right into an ending diagonal, which I still have no idea how to count those. So I still try to use traditional impulse fives and corrective ABCs. So that's what we have on the board. I think that I feel pretty confident that it won't be too long. We'll be back up attacking $32 bills, but we need to see this play out a bit for us to have any strong probability that we are in the right trade at the right moment. Overall, big picture, definitely in the right trades as far as the gold and silver are concerned, especially with the leap positions that we have in place on both the silver ETF SLV and the gold ETF GLD. We've got the 27 strike, the 26 strike in SLV. Both of those are for January 16th of 2026. And then I have the 245 and the 240 on the GLD. So I still overall feel just fine. I just hopefully would catch the right direction soon, because it's way more fun to watch the portfolio go up than it is for it to go down. This is trying to play out. I mean, you saw me put this on here, and it went like that first wave up it went right to where the target was. Second wave down went to where the target was. And now let's see if we can't get on up. Let's see if we can't get 5 waves up in the 5 microwaves up in this wave 3 to take us close to or at 2,800. So that's what we're looking for in the gold. Bitcoin, on the other hand, I know you don't want to see this, but this is what I got on the board here. I got this is a target box for this move down, because I think it's going to continue down overnight into tomorrow. And as soon as tomorrow, we could be back in the mid 80s as low as upper 70s. And what I'm specifically watching for as far as making another attempt at a long position in Bitcoin, I put this little trend line in on the RSI. This is a 5-day RSI. And what I'm looking for is for that to break the trend line and get down in here where it just begins to turn red. I mean, if it gets deeper into the red, so be it, because the deeper it gets into the red, marking the oversold, the bigger that it should come out, because it's definitely going to over 100. It didn't even touch 100. It got so close within a whisper, but I think it's going to, it could probably go to 120, but 100 still needs to be touched. And I believe that should be, it shouldn't take too long for as quickly as Bitcoin moves. So that's what I'm looking at on the Bitcoin. We'll stay tuned on that. TLT, I did trade this a number of times with the TMF, the leveraged ETF. You know that. You know I sold out, but I did notice, because I was hoping and thinking that I'd get a bigger pullback and I'd be able to just enter into another long position, a leveraged long position. But you see that ending candle was pretty bullish. So we'll be watching that. But I did sell TMF when TLT was, in this 92.70 range. So I still feel pretty good about that exit. We turned a big time losing trade into a profit of $15,357 in just under 2 weeks. So I'll take that all day, every day. And what do you think, Terry? Twice on Sunday. That's right. GDX, got my eye on GDX, but I'm looking for another low. What do we have on here? So I think we got all of A on that huge gap down. I think we got all of A. We're in the B now, and that B could travel all the way up to 38. But then I am still looking for another lower low with a 36 handle. And that's when, and that may give me enough time to cover my 30-day period on the whitewash of the GDXU, because GDXU owes me some lunch money, and I will be collecting that before the end of the year. So right in this bottoming area, if this plays out like this, then it'll be textbook for it to then run probably to 50 plus. So I'll be looking to get aggressive here with GDX Leaps and GDXU, which is the gold mining leveraged ETF. And then this is what I already showed you that. That's what I'm looking at as far as the S&P 500 is concerned. But I'm not going to give it much room to create losses for me before I, will have that. I'll be stopped out. But I do feel that this move is coming very soon. So I'll be keeping a close eye, have my eyes peeled on that. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend, and I will see you in the next video.